What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city you're coming in from, what state. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Fam, I'm going straight in. First of all, y'all can see I'm in a hotel room. I'm actually in New York right now. As you know, today in New York was DMX's funeral. It was held at a private church, and family, friends came out to salute the soldier one last time. The funeral was very moving. It was a 5-hour funeral, very long, but it was moving. Especially the tribute from the children, which really, really touched my heart, and the ex-wife, Tashira. That was man. She knew him. She really knew him, and she had, I think, 4 kids by him. So it was very insightful. Some of the stories that she told of DMX, it really gave you, it made you kind of feel like, you were like a fly on the wall, I guess, so to speak. But she shed a lot of light on what type of person he was. And you know that they went through a lot together. I mean, a whole lot. She was there from the beginning, like before he was DMX. And I thought she looked beautiful. She had all white on with a hat, she looked nice. I thought that DMX knew a lot of people. And it's almost like the Aretha Franklin thing. It's like, it's so many stories to tell. It's so many people who he touched, and who touched him. Everybody feels like, they own a piece of DMX, so to speak. Everybody feels like they contributed some way in your journey. And a lot of people who feel like you touched them, they want to have an opportunity to tell the world. This is like the one last time that they can tell the world. This is where they got the attention of the world. Everybody's listening right now. And I can tell all of these people who are clamoring over him, and, these people who who say that they love him, I want them to know how much I love them too. I want them to know, they need to know that. And even if I ain't on the program, I'm finna get on the program. They're gonna know, they need to know that I love them too, that they need to know what role I had in his life. And therein lies the problem, family. So we're at the end of the program, and this guy who identified himself as Jungle gets up, stands up, steps up to the podium and gets on the mic and just starts talking. And he starts talking about how he picked up DMX during the pandemic and drove him down south to do the album. And if the album wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him. And I think he named somebody named Fresh. It was inaudible. I really couldn't understand what he was saying. But he started talking about some, he wouldn't even had an album if it wasn't for us. It wasn't for me. So he starts talking about how DMX's ex-wife story about DMX was similar to his own. Like he was like, I was raised by my grandmother. I had a grandmother. I love my grandmother. Tashira told a story of DMX stealing a woman's pocketbook with the aid of his dog. And it was a hilarious story to tell. Again, one of those insightful stories that, you don't mind listening to, in any capacity. So, so this guy's like, that's how I ended up in, what did he call that detention? What is it called? Some type of juvenile detention. I can't remember what he called it, but he was saying it was in Yonkers, and he was like, that's how he met DMX. They forged a bond, and he's been knowing DMX since he's been knowing X for 20 years, since 1989. So the album that DMX got out right now wouldn't have happened if it was not for him. The reverend, the pastor steps up. The pastor say, hey, excuse me. Like, first of all, there's order, there's respect. There's order and there's respect. Yeah, I know it's order and respect, but y'all cut me out the program. Pastor, like, first of all, you disrespecting my house. So they get him off the stage, and the whole time he's still yelling. Keep in mind, this is DMX's funeral. It ain't his. Hey, you can do what you want to do at your own funeral. Don't come to mine acting an ass. It ain't about you. I don't care what you thought of the deceased. I don't care how close y'all were. I don't give a damn. If you really, really, really love that person and respected that person, that's between y'all. It don't matter what everybody else thinks. You know where you was. You know what role you played. DMX know what he did and what he didn't do. So that's all that matters. Fam, let me explain something to you. And I gotta say this because it's some really slow ass people out there. I read some of the comments. Somebody was saying, well, when that man knew DMX, he was telling the truth. First of all, how in the hell you know he was telling the truth? That's the thing. When people die, somebody can step up and say DMX said anything. They can get up on the stand and say anything. Yeah, man, yeah. DMX called me right before he died, and he told me, I love you, man. And then, I said, man, well, let me at least bring you a bottle of, a whiskey over, man. Bring your favorite whiskey, man. He said, no, man, I ain't gonna need it. I'm good. Anything, man. People can say anything when you dead. I'm not saying the woman is lying, but just like the woman, his pastor stood up there and was talking about DMX was suicidal. She said he was in his tub and he called her and he was contemplating suicide. And she talked him off the ledge by telling him to bark. And she said DMX started barking, and she had a friend, she had somebody to go check on him. And he said, I'm about 45 minutes away. So she said when that guy pulled up, walked into the house, DMX was still barking. That saved his life. That's the woman that was talking. Look, fam, maybe she's telling the truth. The woman stepped out. Her opening words was she was talking about chicken, eating chicken. I'm gonna tell you this, fam. I know this old time black religion thing. A lot of black people, they like that. Certain black people, man. If you're a pastor, if you come out there and start talking about I ain't gonna be that long, and because we got chicken on the stove and we got some cornbread and we got yams, baby, ooh, cornbread, yam, chicken, ooh, you get them just like that. That's all you got to do to get them. It's like being a politician. With some people, all you got to do is take a picture with them, and they'll forgive everything else you do. All you got to do is come by their 30th wedding anniversary, 50th wedding anniversary or something, and take a picture, and they cool. They won't tell the people on you. When I hear pastors come out and start talking about eating food and ain't gonna be too long because I'm like, oh man, it's already, we already know they finna be long and they finna say something wild. We already know. Now I'm not saying the woman was lying, but hey man, I'm just looking for some advancement, man. Like I'm like, where is the National Association? What is it called? The National Association of NAACP, the National Association of the National Advancement. What the hell does NAACP stand for? I mean, because they don't do nothing, so I just forgot. I know the acronym. I know it's supposed to be something about the advancement of colored people. What's that other A for? The National. You look at this. I know, fam. I know. I should know this. I think it's association. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. So I got it. Okay. The National Association of Advancement of Colored People. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Of colored people. Okay. So anyway, fam, back to dude. Jungle. Fam, I understand all this keep it real stuff, Look, fam, I'm from the hood too. I'm from the ghetto too. But like Pac said, just because you're from the ghetto don't mean you can't grow. And some people think that ghetto mean just acting a damn fool, just doing whatever compulsive thoughts you have, they think that's real. Like whatever you think, just do it, and that's real. That's hood, that's ghetto, that's acceptable. Man, that's dumb. That's stunted growth. If you are not going forward, you are stuck. And if you are stuck, you aren't going anywhere. And if you aren't going anywhere, how can you grow? You got people today that are 40, 50, 60 years old doing the exact same thing they did 20 years ago, 40, 30 years ago. They got the same type of attitude. They react to conflict the same way. When they get upset, they lose their mind. They go off. Just hit that button, they do this. Hit that button, they do this. They have no control of their impulses. None at all. Let me give a pastor credit. The pastor had the floor. He could have eviscerated him. The pastor said, do y'all know what a benediction is? Well, that's what we do. That's what we do, the closing prayer. He started off praying for the brother, Jungle. He started off praying for him. He said that, I got to paraphrase it because I can't remember exactly how he put it. But basically, he was saying that I want to pray for this brother, who, may not have, because he, who got upset because he felt like maybe he didn't get a chance to say what he wanted to say. He was upset about that. We want to pray for him, because he's upset that he didn't get a chance to say what he wanted to say, just as there were others who didn't get a chance to say what they wanted to say. DMX was an international icon. He touched millions of people. He made at least hundreds of friends. He have thousands of associates. It's DMX. Everybody can't possibly, and even a 5-hour program, everybody can't be on the program. And it doesn't matter what role you played in his life. At the end of the day, y'all don't take a person off the program. Y'all don't keep a person off the program. The immediate family does. The immediate family decides who's on the program and who's not, does not matter. The immediate family decides who is on that program. Let me tell all of y'all something who are entertaining this dumb shit. If your ass ain't on the program, your ass don't talk. Simple. What the hell is wrong with people, man? I'm with the pastor, man, 1,000%. That is law, there is order, and there is respect. Show the man some damn respect. It ain't about you. If you go to somebody's funeral, it's not about you. It's about the person in that box. It's not about your ass. I don't care how you feel about it. Fuck your feelings. And I have to say it like that, man, because some people just don't get it. I feel for anybody who lose a loved one and they're going through it. I feel, baby, I've lost many loved ones. I feel it. I understand it. I get it. But bro, there's a time and a place for everything. And that was not the time or the place. If you really did all of that, what you say you did, it's like the pastor said, time will reveal it. He could have easily just, you know what? I'm just going to get on one of these talk shows. I'm going to get on one of these video platforms, you know, and I'm going to tell them what happened. You're going to get your hits, man. People going to see that. People want to know that. Oh, you was that, you drove them, tell us some stories. Man, that's going to get millions of views. You did not have to disrespect that man at that funeral. The funeral is not about you. I never want to put myself in a position where I upstage the talent. The talent is the deceased. I never want to put myself in that position. I never want to come to somebody's funeral and people talking about me instead of the deceased. Fall back. I don't care how important you think you are. I don't care how successful you are, how much money you got, how close you was to that person. Fall your ass back and let it be about that person. Let it be all about DMX. So instead of me talking about the beauty of the funeral, the beauty of his legacy, his memorial, we got to discuss this act of stupidity, this royal act of stupidity. Man, if you go to some of these funerals, man, ain't no telling what you're going to hear. No telling what you're going to see. These funerals getting out of control every damn day. It's getting more and more out of control. Thank God it wasn't a shooting, because they shooting at funerals now, killing people at funerals, going to funerals, smacking the deceased. Man, these people are fucking crazy. We gotta be living in the last days. How you gonna force your way onto a funeral program? It's about the deceased. And whoever is in charge of that deceased estate, whoever that immediate family is, it's what they want. It ain't about what you want. If they didn't put you on that program, there must have been a reason. There had to be a reason. Maybe they didn't think what you did was that important. Or maybe they didn't know what you did was that important. Maybe they just didn't know. Maybe they only went with the people that they knew that was close to DMX. Maybe they went with the people that they thought was absolutely most important to the program. You got to take that, man. You got to take that. If something happened to one of my family members or something, I'm not on the program. Oh, yeah, I ain't put me in the program? Okay, maybe I get in my feelings. Okay, yeah, man, that's messed up. All right, well, I ain't going to say nothing about it. That's how they want it. That's what they want to do. Fine, cool, whatever. You know, I keep it to myself. If it bothered me that much, maybe I have a conversation. Man, you know, yeah, man, why y'all ain't put me on the program? But waiting till the funeral, waiting for the funeral and going to a funeral, knowing you ain't on the program and jumping up on that podium and speaking, that's the ultimate last disrespect for the deceased. That's how you sent him out. That's your friend, but you sent him out with disrespect. You gave him whatever y'all had going on. Let's say you never disrespected him in life. You waited till he died and then you disrespected him. Can't nobody justify that shit to me. Nobody. I don't give a damn how close you was. I don't care what you was going through. Can't nobody justify somebody stepping up and speaking out of turn like that. Getting on somebody, forcing your way onto a funeral program. Nah, bro, that ain't it. I can't respect that. I cannot respect that. And anybody co-signing that, let me say up front, fuck you in your ass. Up front. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. That's for all of y'all. Any one of y'all that's got something dirty to say. Any one of y'all got something slick to say. And then when you see me, say it to my face. Which we know you ain't, because you're a coward. We know that. We know that much about you. You got to be a clown to think something like that would be cool. Going into the comments. TK, what up? Amos Williams, what it do? The Pat Man, I see you. Joshua Hayes, what's up, Joshua Hayes? It's situations like this, fam, is the reason why people started putting people on the programs as opposed to just letting people jump up and do that little 2-minute expression. Because when you do the 2-minute expression, people get up there, first of all, and they turn 2 minutes into 10 minutes. And then you got people just standing up there, lying. You got people getting up there saying stuff, and the family going like, you know who that is? Who is that? I ain't never seen him before. No, I don't know who that is. You who? I love the fact that they're doing a program, that the program must be followed. That's why you have a program. When you look at your television guide, this for all you dummies. When you want to watch television, and you look at the guide, and the guide says, at 11 o'clock, this show comes on. At 11:30, this show comes on. At 12, this show comes on. From 12 to 2, this movie will be on. We got special programming at 3 o'clock. All the way down. You know, some of you can see your program guide for days. You set, oftentimes you will set reminders, and you will set to record at certain times. You set to watch at certain times. That is why you have programming, for order. Some of you motherfuckers are uncivilized. You don't understand order. That's why you agree with what he did. Like I said, I can understand the dude's passion. If he was sincerely that close to DMX, if he really did all of that, and he really felt that way about X, and he really loved him for real, I can understand that. I empathize with that. But we got to have accountability, man. You cannot just be running rampant. There has to be order in life. There has to be order, and there has to be accountability. And when you get out of pocket, when somebody out of pocket and somebody wrong, we cannot be co-signing wrong, man. You can't grow being irresponsible. Anybody that got a problem with accepting responsibility got a problem with growth. These are people that are notorious for not growing. They don't know how to grow. They're stuck because it's always somebody else's fault. They always riding with the perpetrator. They always riding with the person who did wrong. They always got an excuse for the person that did wrong. Always got an excuse. Never accept responsibility. This dude was wrong, man. He was wrong to rush that show, and I salute the pastor again. The pastor kept it 100. And the pastor said, just to remind y'all, I wasn't always a pastor, back in my BC days, that's before Christ. He letting Jungle and anybody else know, yeah, been a little different. Johnny B. What's up, Johnny B? Clowns, respect for what type of kind of measures should be taken for this type of unexpected drama. Yeah, I think that the measures that could be taken, for this type of drama is to, I think it's almost damn near gotta be organized like the Oscars or something. When you go to the Oscars, when you are like when you're a guest at the Oscars, like if you're one of like the celebrity or whatever, and you pull up, when your limousine pull up, before it clears the security piece, they're on their walkie-talkies. You give them the information. They walkie-talkie the next person when you pulling up right there before the extra or whatever the little whoever's doing the interviews, whether it be extra or E or whatever, they're on the walkie-talkies. So when you pull up, as you pull up, a lot of times you'll hear the person like from E or whatever or extra, they're saying, "Oh, it looks like we got Heidi Klum is coming up and da da da." That's them watching. They've already been radioed that's who's pulling up in that car. So before they open that door, they already know. You open that door, you get out, so there's steps that you have to take, that you got to be clear. There's steps before you can get up to that mic. Before you can get to that mic, there's steps, and there's people, there's levels of security you got to pass, you got to go through. And you damn near not got to have that at these funerals these days, because some people just don't respect nothing. I've already told mine, look, at my funeral, I don't want no 2-minute expressions. Whatever you need to say it to me while I'm alive. Say it right now. Get on the way. If we that cool, call me right now and let me know how you feel. Tell me right now. Go make a video and speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, while I'm alive. They ain't on the program, they don't speak, period. And if anybody gets up and try to act a fool, lock their asses up on the spot. I would have wanted it. You know how people always say, well, he would have wanted it. I would have wanted it. Don't try to upstage me. You wouldn't have done that while I was alive. You wouldn't have disrespected me while I was alive. Don't disrespect me in death. I carry myself a certain way, in life. I want that maintained in my death. So that's how you do it. You put your people on the case. You let your people know this is how we want it done. This is in the event of my demise. This is how I want things arranged. I don't care if it's a relative. If it's a relative that get up at my funeral and say something, get out of line, do anything out of line, put their ass in the car. That's why I told mine, look, I don't want just motorcycle cops. I want them to have a couple of squad cars, because whoever get out of line, put their ass in that back seat and run them downtown. I don't give a damn, because they don't give a damn about me. If you stand up at my funeral and be disrespectful, that means you don't give a damn about me. That means you disrespected me, so you deserve to be disrespected. I won't even say disrespected. I'll say corrected. Who's that? Dwight Mitchell. What's up, Dwight? Jason Miller. What up? Anthony Waller. Angela Miller. What's up, Angela? Yeah, I see some trolls here also, fam, but I can't get to them fast enough. It's moving. Gabriel, what up? Yeah, people coming to go to folks' funerals. See, so for some people, and I'm not saying it's the case for dude, but I do know some people wait for somebody to die. They wait to go to funerals so they can feel important. They know that everybody gonna listen to me now, so I'm finna go to this funeral. I'm finna speak. Normally I can't get nobody to listen to what I gotta say, but I'm finna go to this funeral and they gonna hear me sing. They gonna hear what I got to say. I'm finna go to this funeral and I'm finna sing. I don't never get to sing, but it's my sister. My sister died, so I'm finna go out here and sing. I know I can't sing a note. Can't sing a lick. But they gonna go up there and mess up their sister's funeral just because it's their sister. Gonna go up there and mess up the whole program with that horrible ass singing. What's up, Adrian? Appreciate you. Erica Dean coming through on the Cash App. Erica Dean Douglas. Celeste Mitchell. What's up, Celeste? Appreciate you. Not for sale says, Jungle didn't say anything disrespectful, though. I feel like the pastor was on his high horse like most of them are. All right. I don't know who you are, bro, but maybe you didn't hear what, maybe you just, I don't know. Maybe you just, it's cognitive dissonance or something. I don't know. But listen, it ain't about what he said. He wasn't on the program. He shouldn't have said nothing. End of story. Period. That's what people are not getting. If you don't get up and speak, then there ain't no disrespect at all. Ain't even no question. So him forcing his way onto the program was disrespectful. It don't matter what he said. He could have got up there. He could have got up there and just and said, you know, I love X a million times. It wouldn't have mattered. He forced his way onto the program. He was not on the program for a reason. Whatever that reason is, you have to respect that. It's not about him. Do you understand that? If you go to somebody's funeral, it's not about you. It's not about your relationship with that person. You are going to pay respects. Pay respects does not mean bum rush, crash the wedding, crash the funeral program. That does not mean crash the funeral program. It means I am going to pay my respects. I'm going to pay my respects by being present. That's it. Silent support. That's it. If I can be comforting to somebody else who's going through it, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll speak to the family and tell the family, I'm there for you. Let me know if you need me. That's paying your respects. Forcing your way onto to the deceased program is not paying respects. It's not paying respect. And this is what I'm saying, fam. Our people got to stop co-signing ignorance. You see how he just co-signed that ignorance? That is co-signing ignorance, man. That's looking for an excuse. Again, somebody who ain't respecting nothing, but because you can relate, oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, it wasn't that bad. He really ain't say nothing bad, man. Dude, he wasn't supposed to say anything at all on that program. Everything that he said on the program, well, let me back up. He wasn't on the program. Everything that he said on that stage, he could have said on his phone. He could have said to his family directly. Because that's what counts the most. It ain't about what we think. Really, the homegoing, really first and foremost, is for the family. See, that whole program is put together to appease the family, not fans and distant friends and co-workers and associates. It is about the family first and foremost. That family put that program together like they wanted. They put a program together that was satisfying to their needs. It was structured to appease them, not him. This is what you're missing. damn, man. I mean, I don't understand. Chris Antoine, what's up, Chris? Appreciate you, man. Godson, what's up? Upstate New York, salute, salute. Man, I'm gonna have to go ahead and drop my book, man. I got a book, fam. It's basically just about life. It's like a manuscript of how to navigate through this wicked world, man. And I'm talking about just about any kind of situation you can be in. You know, it's covering it, like showing you how to navigate through it, how to survive it, how to come out on top. I got to put that book out, man, because it's like, man, some people just ain't getting it. They just not getting it, man. Is that Mosheen Haley? Anil, what's up, Anil? Who's out of order, period. Right on. Is that Kayanet? No, that's not right. Kiante. Nah, that's not. Damn, how do you say that name? Boy, you got me. Kayanite Master. What is that word? Kanedi? Oh no, I gotta look at that word. What is that word?
Kyanite.
Kyanite. What is kyan? How did I? Okay, let's see what this means. Kyanite, a mineral aluminum silicate. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Kyanite. All right, learn something new every day, I guess. Kyanite master. Okay, so do you think the memorial yesterday could have been better apart from the funeral? Do you feel more celebs should have showed up? No, I think this is what the family wanted. I think if more, I think if the family wanted, look, I mean, it's DMX, so a lot of people wanted to be there, but also though, I was thinking, like, I know that a lot of there's been a lot of talk about people showing fake love, and maybe that kept a lot of celebrities away. Maybe it maybe some people just wanted to show their respects and they didn't want to be accused of showing fake love, so they didn't go. They didn't go. They didn't try to go. You know, maybe that's that. I don't know. I don't know. Jocelyn, this fool just wanted to be noticed, and the preacher handled it perfectly. Let's see if this fool donate to DMX kids. Jocelyn, appreciate you, Jocelyn. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. Cynthia, what's up, Cynthia Nathan? I think that's what it comes down to. Ultimately, fam, it's just people just trying to be recognized. Because what did he say on his way out? He said, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even had an album. Wouldn't have been no album. See what I'm saying? That's a person just want to be recognized. Man, if you did your thing, if you did what you were supposed to do, if you did right by X, that's all that matters. Tell your story, man. You got so many outlets to tell your story. I'm sure people don't want to talk to him. So, you know, I can see him on some of these platforms in 5, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's gonna be on there. So his story the story would be told no matter what. I just feel like, man, it's a time and a place for everything. Dan Mitchell, what's up? Dan Mitchell coming through on the Cash App. LaShawn Thomas coming through on the Cash App. What's up, LaShawn? Driving them trucks out there, getting that money. Roderick Hayes, what's up, Roderick? Wendy Lucas. OG Mac Gotti, the Brazy. Absolutely. Keep up the good work. The man above, from Amsterdam to Amarillo. Ain't no secret the world is a ghetto. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, I keep seeing people, man, coming to these funerals, man. People be at funerals cussing and stuff. Like, man, I just think it's a time and a place for everything, fam. People, man, little children be at these funerals. Old people at these funerals. And even if it wasn't little children and old people, it's just, it's just the kind of disrespect I see, man. It's just, I'm not with that shit, bro. I'm not with it at all. I think you got to respect something, man. Like something, right? Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith said dude was drunk. I don't know, fam. The dude didn't look drunk to me. He didn't really look drunk. Yeah. So who was that? Shell 86 says the level of disrespect, he's getting murked. Let's see. What's up, Earl Douglas? Erica Montgomery. Make sure y'all smash up the likes, fam. We got almost 6,000 people on the live right now, and those likes ain't reflecting, man, these numbers, man. We got to get those numbers up, fam. Come on with it. Hit that like button. And let me remind you too, fam, when you're hitting the like button, it ain't really necessary that you liking what I'm saying. It's you hitting the like button to support the channel. You showing love for the channel. You saying that, hey man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak on this situation or whatever. It's just showing support for the channel. That's what you're doing when you hit the like button. So you should do that as soon as you come into the live, or you come onto my channel and you watch a video. The first thing you should do is hit the like button. You're showing support for the channel. You know why also you should hit the like button as soon as you come in? Because the haters, my detractors, as soon as they come in, they hitting the down button. They don't even matter what I'm talking about. They don't even know what my perspective is or anything. As soon as they come in, they hit that down button. So you got to have the same kind of energy. You got to match that energy. In fact, you got to override that energy. So hit that like button, man. When y'all come in, as soon as you see the video, as soon as you come onto the channel, you hit that like button, thumbs up, put it in their face. Them suckers right now, they're watching me right now. There's some of them suckers out there watching me right now, taking notes. Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put it in their face. They can't stand the fact that I got all these people on this live watching. You know, they can't stand the fact that we having we're basically fellowshipping and having a discussion. You know, and we're basically doing what we want to do. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. And they can't stand to hear a free man talk. See? They can't stand that. And a lot of them, fam, to keep in mind, a lot of these people look like us. A lot of people look like me. You gotta be cognizant of the ones out there, these coconuts. You know, a lot of times you'll have these coconuts that will get on their platforms and they talk tough and they talk about everybody else. Mainly they talk down on black people. You don't never hear them talking about nobody else. You hear them mainly talking about black people. They talk down on black people. And they'll have their little followers running around sniffing their ass saying, yeah, because they're the types who don't like being accountable for nothing either. So you get a whole lot of people that don't do nothing for the community. They don't help build nothing. They don't employ nobody. They don't do nothing. All they do is take. So they get the same kind of people that follow them. Makes sense, right? And so their job is to like seek out like other black people that might be doing something that's telling black people, hey man, maybe we need to do this for ourselves. Maybe we need to we need to stand up, Oh, they especially don't like it when you go against the machine. If you speak against the beast, they're not going to tell you that, but that's their hustle. Their hustle is to identify black people that are in that space and try to discredit them. The black people that are stand up and speak out against the beast, that will expose police corruption, government corruption, those dirty bankers, See, that it infuriates them because they're coconuts, tap dancing, but man, that's what, the Candace Owens types, but they only get a certain kind of black people that follow them, right? It's the same type of we sick boss. Hey, Master you gonna get us in trouble with Master type. That's them types. They can't stand to hear a free man talk. I can't wait to run into. Hey, fam, I seen something. I can't wait to run into him. And I ain't talking about physically, but I can't wait to run into him. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Why did MJ have a better and bigger memorial. I know X wouldn't care, but I feel they look down on people that allegedly died from addiction. Oh man, X had the memorial he wanted, that the family wanted to have. They could have easily filled up the Barclays Center. Easily. Easy work. That ain't what the family wanted. X was one of those dudes that could have easily done it. Easily. That's not what the family wanted. Celeste Mitchell, appreciate you. CC the Acklin. You're my favorite. Keep enlightening us. Appreciate you, CC. What's up, Craig Bryant? Feet Funkerson. I like saying that. Anytime I see that, see that handle, Feet Funkerson. Let's see. Lorenzo, what's up, Lorenzo? Tuesday, I was watching live. Who was that? He said he identified himself as DMX's friend who drove him to the South to make an album. That's what he said. Misbehaving. What's up, Misbehaving? Floyd X in the building. Carlos Torres, the newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Show some love, fam, to Carlos Torres. Glasgow Bender, the newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Show some love, fam. If you want to become a member, not just a subscriber, you can click that link under this video and make it do what it do, baby. You did? Yeah. If you're just not joining us, fam, we was having a conversation about this guy who identified himself at DMX's funeral as Jungle. After the program was over, after everything was down, the last song was sung, the last tear dropped inside of the building, he walks up and starts talking, grabs the mic and just starts talking about how he drove DMX to the South to do his last album and how he had known DMX since they were juveniles and how their lives paralleled and all of these things. And all of that's beautiful, fam. But it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And there's a time and a place for everything. If your name is not on a program, you should not speak unless the family makes a special request. Now, I've seen that happen from time to time. If the family doesn't make a special request, you sit your ass down. That's where you should be, sitting down. Or stand up, or just don't open your mouth during that program. Because it's not about you, it's about the deceased. And it's about what the family want. The family put together funeral programs to commemorate the legacy, the life of the deceased. And they put it together in a manner that's acceptable to them. No one else. Them. They say, we're not doing that. Well, we're not going to do that. Yeah, well, we normally do it like, well, I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it like this. Well, you know, that was his favorite cap. I want to put it in the casket. Okay, you sure about that? Yeah, I want to put it in the casket. All right. It's what the family want. It ain't about what you want. So when a person does that, they're out of pocket, man. Ain't nobody can tell me different. Nobody. It ain't about what he said. It don't matter what he said. He didn't have a right to be on that stage, period. Because the family, now y'all on here talking about y'all care about the family, y'all care about DMX. That's DMX family. That's his loved ones. That's the mother, the wife, the children. They're the ones put the program together. No matter how much drama he had with his mother or his wife or his children, they're the ones who put the program together. Now, how you gonna respect them? How you gonna respect their wishes and you respect them? You love them, you love DMX. But then also be considerate and support somebody who crashed the funeral program. That don't even make sense. My son has just walked in this room. My son is here with me right now. And I've already told him and his sister, if anybody get out of pocket in the event of my demise and they get out of pocket at my funeral, lock their asses up. I would have wanted it. I don't care who it is. It could be my own sibling. Lock them up. Put them in jail. You want to disrespect me? You didn't disrespect me in death in life, but you're gonna try to disrespect me in death? Hell no. It's up to my kids to uphold my honor. Make sure that I go out the same way that I lived, with class, dignity, honor. I don't care what your relationship was. If you were that close to me, if we were that close, if we were that cool, well, they would know you. They would know how important you were in my life. If we were that cool. And maybe you were important. Maybe you were important to me. Maybe I was important to you. But maybe for whatever reason, they either didn't know or they didn't like you. They have a right to not like you. They have a right to keep you off the program if they don't like you. They have a right to keep you off the program if they don't know you, if they're not familiar with your contributions. They have a right to keep you off the program. If somebody says save it for the repass. Yeah, see that? He could have went to the repass if he was welcome to the repass, because everybody ain't welcome to the repass. So let's say he was welcome to the repass. He could have, okay, everybody, hey, I just want to say something right quick. They would have listened to him. Nah, fam, he wanted to be on TV. He wanted to be on TV. That's my take. And if he didn't want to be on TV, he shouldn't have got up there, because he know it was being he knew that that thing was being telecast. He knew that. So if he didn't want to be on TV, he shouldn't have got on TV. He can't say, man, I ain't want to be on TV. I ain't give a damn. I ain't no industry nigga. I ain't give a damn about no TV. I ain't care nothing about no TV, man. I want to get up there and say some good words for my homeboy. Speak on my partner. Nah, bro. Nah, man, it don't matter, man. You know, man, whatever you had going on, whatever, if you did drive X to the South to make that last album, salute. We appreciate you, bro. Gave us one more. We appreciate you. We appreciate that. But driving him to do anything, even if you drove him to the rehab, if you drove him to the hospital after he had the heart attack, it still don't give you a right to crash that man's funeral program. It's totally disrespectful to the family. If you say you love the family, if you say you love X, and you say you love the family, respect the family's wishes. It ain't that hard to do. If you really are putting the family first. Shantae, what's up? You got people that show up at funerals, man, and act a damn plumb fool. Because in their mind, it's about them. It's not really about the deceased. They show up to the funeral and act a fool because they want some recognition. They want some attention. They want it to be about them. I had an aunt, well, I still got an aunt, who, when my great-grandmother died, she was at the funeral. And let's say, when my great-grandmother died, I was ninth grade. So my aunt, and you know, my grandmother had a lot of kids, so I had aunts that were close to my age. So this aunt I was in the ninth grade, so she was like 11th or 12th grade. When they was taking the casket out, my aunt jumped on top of the casket, like crying. Ah, ah. My grandmother pushed everybody out the way. Y'all know that Madea character that Tyler Perry plays? That's how my grandmother looked for real. My grandmother walked around the house with a gun in her pocket, a 32 and a pistol in her pocket, in her house coat. Or her, you know, that's how she walked around the house. And if that was where she kept it she actually kept it in the bed, in her bedroom by a pillow. But if that was some drama, she put it in her pocket and she walk out and go see what's going on. That was my grandmother. When my aunt jumped over that casket, draped her body over the casket, and my grandmother saw this happening. Now keep in mind, this is my grandmother's mother inside of that coffin. My grandmother pushed everybody out the way. Said, "No, get out the way. Let her ass get in. No, get in. Get your ass in the casket. Get in there." She was like, "No." She started fighting family to get away from the casket. She didn't want that. She didn't want no smoke. Some people, man, just be doing this stuff, man, because they want attention. And it ain't really about the deceased. They doing it because they want attention. Everybody talking about DMX. What about me? Everybody talking about the album. They talking about the album. Well, what about me? What about me? I drove him. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have made the album. I'm the one got him up out of the bed and got him out the house and convinced him to go. It ain't about you, bro. It ain't about you. It's not about you at all. You got people that show up at funerals They want to fight. They want to fight the other person that showed up, because that person didn't really love them. I love them. I remember that time, you did this, or you owe him, you owe her $75. You didn't pay her $75, bitch. I'm here to collect right now, bitch. You gonna pay up right now. That bitch gonna pay up right now. All that shit. Ignorance, fam. Just ignorance. Showing up at people's funerals, fighting like some damn fools. And have no shame. Straight up ignorance. James Swank, what up? The Church Lady Reed Show. The Church Lady Reed Show. Okay, all right. Sherry is a class act. Yeah, she definitely was a class act today. I mean, she looked good too, fam. I mean, she looked really nice. Huh. Paul Rockamore says they want to create a funeral at the funeral. You dig? Tiffany Moore from Atlanta checking in. What's up, Tiff? Strawberry One says she looked like money. Speaking of Tashira, DMX's former wife, the one he had, I think, 4 kids by, 3 or 4 kids by. That's the one who knew him before he was DMX. She knew Earl. And I also appreciate what she said to the children. She told those children that DMX gonna be at your funeral. He gonna be at your graduation. Oh man, boy, that's beautiful. I love to hear that, man. I mean, that woman spoke, man. That woman spoke. Yeah, man. That was strong. That was strong. She said he gonna be there. He's gonna be there. And then I like how she opened up. She said, I know I want to say a prayer for myself. She said, Lord, help my words flow like water. She said, I want to say a prayer for myself. I need to, like I got to be right. She going through it. Man, that was powerful. Andre says attention is a hella drug, right? You did? Hella drug. Andre in Bulgaria from Germany. What's up, Andre? Appreciate you. Got our international people checking in. Make sure you let me know what city, what state you're from, fam. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. E. Jack, what up? Yeah, true story, man. True story. My grandmother, man, my grandmother was man, like, yeah, my grandmother was no joke. We called her my dear. I swear Tyler Perry stole that damn. I mean, it's like he knew my grandmother, because my grandmother was that serious one. She wasn't no joke, not like all that funny stuff like he do. Like he do a lot of clowning. He wasn't not that kind of a deal. But the serious part, when it get real, that was my grandmother. That serious part, yeah, man. She was a matriarch. And she had, so she could handle herself. But man, well, she had some backup. Because I think I got about 60 first cousins. I got a lot of first cousins. How many of us? About, let's see. And my grandmother had 14 kids. And I have, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, and I'm counting my maternal grandmother had 14 kids. My paternal grandmother had 10 kids. Man, I got like, no, man, I got more like 70 or 80 first cousins. I got a lot of first cousins, bro. A lot. So before you could even get to my grandmother, you would have to get through everybody, the whole entire family. And I don't think that would have been possible. Okay, Wendy, here's a good point. Wendy Lucas says, seems like funerals have become something other than paying respect. I cannot do them. However, I stayed still for X today because of how he touched me with his prayers and words. Ah, man, beautiful. Beautiful, Wendy. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah. But it does seem like people show up for funerals to show out. You know, it's really about a lot of people time they show up to be disrespectful and show out. Let's see. Beautiful, exactly. Mrs. Taylor May says, I love how the queens came together. That was beautiful. Because a lot of times you see these different baby mamas, they beefing, they can't stand each other. They one sitting over here, one way back there, and they looking at each other. They got their little crew over here, and they out doing all that. Those women came together. Yeah, that was beautiful to see. Sidika Charles, New Jersey in the building. What's up, New Jersey? Jababa boy, Jababa boya. Boston, Massachusetts checking in. What's up, Boston? See Clint Rolo, Jersey in the building. Quintana Smith. Tony Harper, Chi-Town in the building. Altoona, PA. Zell Pearson. Is that Jua Diva? You a diva, you a diva. Miss Sean, what's up? Vince Taylor, East Coast checking in today. East Coast up in here deep. Reggie Maddox, Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Harry Canuck. That was Nevada. Fanta. What's up, Fanta? Appreciate you. J Ford, Buffalo, New York, checking in. Detroit in the building. Earl Johnson. What's up, Earl? Harlem, New York, checking in. Stephanie Bright. New York, New York. New York been taking a hit lately, man. Ian Jones, Brooklyn in the building. Dree Lovin, Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, man. New York been getting it hard lately. So New York going through it. So, special salute to New York. Man, hopefully y'all can, get a break. Roxanne, what's up, Roxanne? Brooklyn in the building. Rick 360 Records, H-Town. Hemsley Company, Texas. What up? Longview, Texas in the building. Craig Brown. What happened? What you Texas people do? What y'all do? Y'all just all waited and to come in at a certain time? Y'all was doing something else? Y'all like, all right, let's go holler at Will. Sham God, New York in the building. Sister Crystal Show, Ohio. Show some love to the newest member of the channel, fam. God's daughter. What's up? Show love, fam. Make her feel welcome. God's daughter in the building. Newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Kingston, Jamaica checking in. What's up, Keith Wright? Miss Pretty, H-Town checking in. Rhode Island up in here. Teresita Bomb. Teresita Bomb. Okay, fam. That's my time. I see Toronto, Canada up in here. GXA. Trey from Chicago. take a look at a couple of more chats, make sure I got it. Make sure you smash up the likes, fam, on your way out. And next time you come in, smash up the likes. Make that the first thing that you do. I would appreciate it. Yeah, so the moral of the story, fam, when you go to a funeral, it's not about you. It's about the deceased. And it's also about what the family want, the immediate family. Not you, the cousin, the uncle, the aunt. No. Don't matter how cool you was and what you did for them. It's what that immediate family who put that program together wants, and that's it. And if you can't respect that, perhaps you should not even attend at all. Until next time, fam. No more talk.